Academiks gave us a little more insight into the Lil Uzi Vert and NBA YoungBoy collab. Not really their like single or whatever together, but okay, let's just start here. The Uzi and NBA YoungBoy fan base kind of hates each other on Twitter. They talk about like who got more streams per month and all that, blah blah blah, because NBA YoungBoy fans like just blow his shit up on TikTok, and he drops a song like every fucking week, although he has been pretty inactive lately. I don't know why. Maybe it has to do with something with Q4, wherein YouTubers and content creators make way more like multiplied money in Q4 because of Christmas, and you make more money like per stream or per month because advertisers are pumping in money before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So each stream or each view is like 3 times the amount of money. So maybe that's why NBA YoungBoy stopped in Q1. He's like, nah, I ain't dropping unless I'm making that cash. But anyway, Academiks, I guess, wanted NBA YoungBoy to work with Lil Uzi Vert, and NBA YoungBoy said nah, because him and Rich the Kid are homies. Now, Rich the Kid and Uzi may not have beef, but they definitely had a past history, as we've gone over before, with Uzi, who chased him down at, you know, the Starbucks because, again, he stole his Hello Kitty reusable cup and his metal straw, because everybody hates those paper straws. Am I right? YoungBoy and Lil Uzi had a collab tape but never got released. I don't know about a collab tape. I know they have a song together. I don't remember what it's called, so that's why I was a little bit confused with Academiks asking NBA YoungBoy that specific question when they already had a song together. But maybe it was just like a mashup, or maybe like it was just an A&R hooked them up with, you know, they already had open verses, and one verse had a beat that had a matching BPM with the beat that Uzi recorded on, or vice versa, and then they just put it on in a song and then decided, you know, maybe we don't want to drop that song because it's not an organic relationship. Or NBA YoungBoy was already working with Rich the Kid when they had that collab, and then he realized, oh wait, Uzi and Rich the Kid are beefing. He called my boy a crab. I can't be eating no Uzi Krabby Patties. I'm fucking Plankton in this bitch. Actually, if anybody was Plankton, it would be Uzi, since Plankton's so small and toxic as hell. But either way, Academiks said that NBA YoungBoy would never work with Uzi because of Rich's past history with Uzi, regardless of how they are now. Let's check it out.
With me and YoungBoy, just from time to time, he always says, yo, Ack, who you want to see me work with? I would give him names, and you know, he would have feedback on whatever names I gave him. Okay? I told him I would like to see him work with Uzi. It wasn't Baby. He has a song with Baby. Duh. It was Uzi. I said, Uzi's like my fave. I want you to work with him. He says he don't got no problem with Uzi, but he says, you know, Rich is his mans. And he said, yo, you know, Rich is my mans. I don't know how that situation is with Rich. This is his word with Rich and Uzi, but he rides out of loyalty. So he's like, yo, if you know, he wouldn't go do a song with Uzi just to do a song with Uzi, because Rich the Kid is his mans, and y'all could tell that's his mans. Again, pretty loyal. Nothing against Uzi, but again, he's not gonna try to clout chase or just hit chase by trying to link up with anybody to do a song. If his man's got maybe an issue, and we saw some public stuff with Uzi and Rich the Kid, who knows if they're fine now? We saw Uzi recently say he had love for Rich the Kid. Who knows if that was like facetious or whatever. But when I asked him, I said, yo, you should do a song with Uzi. He mentioned that yo, Rich the Kid is his man's, and you know, because of that, like you wouldn't even like.
Okay, so he won't work with Uzi. Respect to NBA YoungBoy, nothing against Uzi. He's just saying, you know, even if Uzi and Rich the Kid behind the scenes are like cool, you know, like when they see each other in public, there's no beef, like they won't fight each other, but you know, there's still animosity. It's just like when you fuck your bitch, you have a girlfriend, if your homeboy starts fucking on her too, it's like, you know, like it's all cool technically, but I still don't like it because there's that lingering feeling of like, bruh, don't do that shit. So respect to NBA YoungBoy for keeping it loyal. Apparently also, NBA YoungBoy has beef with Lil Baby that I had no idea about. I think it has something to do with No Cap, which is a dude who's either close with Lil Baby or NBA YoungBoy. I'm not completely sure, but Academiks also talked about that. Academiks speaks on why NBA YoungBoy and Lil Baby are beefing. So they're beefing currently.
I remember him telling.
But hold up. I posted on Twitter earlier. Actually, it was yesterday or the day before that. Lil Baby posted on Twitter saying something about, if you're gonna diss me, call me. Right here. Lil Baby tweeted, don't sneak diss on the internet, call me. So maybe, I thought at the time he was talking about Kodak, because Kodak was saying like, nah, I started the money spread thing when he was going at Pooh Shiesty. And he mentioned Lil Baby in that, but he said Lil Baby was his dog. So, you know, maybe he wasn't dissing him. So, but it looks like, I guess, Lil Baby on that tweet in the response was talking about NBA YoungBoy. I don't know.
Kid y'all not. I promise you. Again, like some of these conversations, like, and I hope if the other artists hear this, I hope they don't feel it offensive, and I hope YoungBoy don't feel it's offensive. I'm sharing this. YoungBoy told me when Lil Baby hit him up for a feature, bro. And I remember.
Expose. And this is probably when Lil Baby wasn't as big as NBA YoungBoy.
He told me, he said, yo, Ack, I'm not doing music right now. And I remember saying, yo, YoungBoy, if you can do a song with Lil Baby. Because I gave him a whole list. I remember I sat in the car with him. I told him a whole list of who he should do songs with. And I remember him telling me, he was like,
Lil Baby's like the hottest in the game, even hotter than NBA YoungBoy. So for NBA YoungBoy to pass up an Uzi feature and a Lil Baby feature, dude really don't give a fuck about the music. He only gives a fuck about the loyalty, which, you know, props to bro.
Oh, and because like, yo, so-and-so, he was telling me all type of beef. So I was like, oh shit, no, the beef was that deep. I'm like, all right, I get it.
The beef.
But I'm telling you the facts. This thing, YoungBoy, he don't care about that shit. I'm telling you, I remember saying, yo, you have to do, like, this is a no-brainer. And he was just like, bro, I don't care. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't care?
What is the beef about?
Situation. That's when I realized, yo, bro, YoungBoy's just on a different type of time. That's just honestly what it is. So, when I tell you the story about J. Cole, I didn't get that from YoungBoy.
Nav got shot.
I got
You're
that from
lying.
people around him, because they said, bro, I ain't gonna lie, YoungBoy is so unique. He didn't care. We thought he would be like, oh my God, J. Cole's waiting for me. I said, no, he was going through, and like, bro, like, you don't care who in the studio. That don't take precedence over what he going over, and then at that point.
Okay. Either way, I guess Academiks isn't gonna tell us, but I think that NBA YoungBoy and Lil Baby got beef over No Cap. Let me look it up on Reddit, maybe. No Cap and NBA YoungBoy dissed Lil Baby and 4PF. This was September 19th, 2020. What the fuck?
Day, we got No Cap and NBA YoungBoy versus Lil Baby and 4 Pockets Full, man. So listen, about an hour ago I did the video, a No Cap addressing all the rumors that he was actually 4PF and all this and that.
Okay, so he posted on Instagram saying, fuck them.
It's still RIP Rude. For those of you who don't know, Rude, aka Rudolph, aka Lil Marlo, RIP Lil Marlo, man. Him and Lil Marlo and Lil Baby, extremely close, man. They was like brothers. And you know, Lil Marlo was an artist just on the verge of the come up, man. Listen, he was just about to blow, taken from us way too soon. No Cap said, man, the mother niggas over there, man. I don't care about none of them. It's still R.I.P. Rude, man. R.I.P. Lil Marlo. So now listen, NBA YoungBoy.
And Lil Marlo was in QC, Lil Baby's boy, and he passed away. I remember that a couple months ago. I don't know when it was.
Got in the comment section of this along with Baby Joe, and NBA YoungBoy said this. He said, come on. No Cap said, the mother niggas. Hey, YoungBoy said, man, come on. We don't need none of them. Now we already know it was a little bit of issues between Lil Baby and YoungBoy. I don't know if it stemmed from Lil Baby collabing with Fredo Bang on Most Hated or whatever happened, man. Lil Baby reached out to YoungBoy. I think they hashed it out a little bit because they do have, you know, that new track that was on the Fast and Furious album, man. But I don't know. I still feel like it's a little bit of a rocky relationship between those two.
Okay, so that was all a live stream about 2 days ago when we were watching the NBA YoungBoy versus Uzi and Lil Baby situation with Academiks, and then that other dude that was kind of explaining the whole Lil Baby and NBA YoungBoy beef that I had no idea about prior to this situation, especially because NBA YoungBoy, I did know, had already a song with Lil Baby. So I guess since then they may have solved the issue, but it looks like not actually. From what Academiks said, saying that NBA YoungBoy still would not work with Lil Baby. But just to decomplicate things, or I guess simplify it, apparently No Cap, who is close with NBA YoungBoy, doesn't fuck with anybody in 4PF. Actually, before he blew up, people were saying that he sounded like Lil Baby, so they thought he was gonna sign with 4PF, but then he said nah, and he was actually only close with like one member, I believe, named Rilo within the 4PF crew, but everybody else he hated, Lil Baby included. And then when Lil Marlo died, who was also in 4PF or QC or just really close with Lil Baby, No Cap spoke out, as we watched in that previous video, somewhat dissing Lil Baby and 4PF, and then NBA YoungBoy also chimed in saying fuck them all. Other than that, I really don't know too much about the NBA YoungBoy and Lil Baby beef. I'm sure there's a lot of details that no one really knows. I've been researching a little bit, and everyone has like a different story, and NBA YoungBoy and Lil Baby probably the only ones who actually know all the street shit that really went down behind the scenes. But either way, still thought it was interesting that Lil Baby and NBA YoungBoy probably won't ever work together, or at least for the distant future, because of this past history that somewhat involved No Cap. So let me know what y'all thought. You think NBA YoungBoy and Lil Uzi and Lil Baby will ever work together? Maybe a little three-way action, shit. Make sure to like and subscribe to join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cutty people. Know what I'm saying?